I have heard what the prophets say, who prophesy lies in my name. They say, I had a dream, I had a dream. How long will this continue in the hearts of these lying prophets who prophesy the delusions of their own minds? Therefore, declares the Lord, I am against the prophets who steal from one another words supposedly from me. Yes, declares the Lord, I am against the prophets who wag their own tongues and yet declare, the Lord declares. Indeed, I am against those who prophesy false dreams, declares the Lord. They tell them and lead my people astray with their reckless lies, yet I did not send them or appoint them. They do not benefit these people in the least, declares the Lord. Jeremiah chapter 23, verses 25 through 26 and 30 through 32. Dr. Andrew Evans thought he was the one. If anyone was going to be running the Assemblies of God, if anyone was going to be overseeing the great revival promised to the land considered the uttermost ends of the earth, Andrew Evans knew it was going to be him. He was born for the job. In 1977, Dr. Evans had nothing to fear. New Guinea hadn't worked out. Missionary work was not for Andrew and his wife Lorraine. He might have been a missionary's kid, but he was no missionary. Anyway, Lorraine hadn't been the same after a nasty experience in a meeting, with snakes and spiders and all kinds of things coming for her. It really had been time to come home back to paradise in South Australia, where Andrew's father, Tommy, pastored the Clemzig Assemblies of God Church. Andrew renamed it Paradise after the church moved to a new building in a neighbouring suburb. Pastor Tommy Evans had been a holy man of God, a man of visions and prophecy, hellfire and brimstone. He had predicted repeatedly that Jesus would take him alive before death got him. Blind at 95, he did not go willingly. His wife, Stella, had herself gone to be with her Maker, kicking and screaming that God was going to pay them for what they'd done. Some say Stella told an 8-year-old Andrew that he was this generation's Elijah, a prophet of a new land. In families such as these, it is a divine appointment of kings. In heaven and on earth, Andrew was destined for the role. Tommy and Stella passed the mantle on. All the saints were gathered as the power of the Lord came down on Andrew, seated on stage alongside Lorraine on chairs that would be thrones. Tommy took his coat off and put it on Andrew's shoulders. The congregation swooned and handed up moneys of support. It was an exciting Adelaide night. The future was in God's hands. Where this left the other family members was neither clear nor relevant. Andrew's older sister had married out of the AOG and had no interest in such visions. It surely wasn't going to be his younger brother Freddie, no matter how charming or persuasive he was. It had been Freddie who had dated Lorraine first, but after Bible college, it was Andrew who had married her. And it wasn't going to be Evie. Little sister Evelyn was delighted, for the most part, to play the role of many sisters in the Assemblies of God. They learn as a pastor's daughter, they support as a pastor's sister, and, having married a youth pastor, produce sons to compete in vain with the sons of their brothers. Andrew had campaigned hard for the role of General Superintendent, leader of the National Executive, the AOG ruling body. Before he took the role, it was an unpaid position that involved a lot of travelling. Once the job was his, Dr. Evans eliminated both. He made it clear that he was a man of change.